The classic movie monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and the Mummy have been a source of inspiration for generations. Over the years, remakes and spin-offs have continued to captivate audiences, with some taking on a campy style and others embracing a darker approach. While Dracula was the first Universal monster movie, there has been a wealth of vampire movies inspired by the original vampire character. Despite the abundance of vampire content, new ideas continue to emerge, allowing filmmakers to create unique and innovative vampire films. With vampires being immortal creatures, there is endless potential for their existence in different time periods. The upcoming reimagining of the 1936 film, Dracula's Daughter, is a testament to the enduring popularity of vampire lore.
Just a moment before we continue. If you like this content, you can subscribe us for more upgrades. Also share your opinion via comments.
Abigail, the long-awaited horror film, will rise from its coffin on April 19, 2024, almost 88 years after the release of Dracula's Daughter. It will have an exclusive theatrical release, and its box office performance will determine how long it stays in theaters before hitting to streaming platforms. The Universal production will be available on Peacock for 4 months before moving to Amazon's Prime Video service. Alongside Abigail, the First Omen and the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare will also be haunting the big screen in April, promising a spooky month for horror fans. Keep an eye out for the chilling tale of Abigail as it makes its way from theaters to your streaming screens, possibly by late May. Abigail puts a modern twist on the classic tale of Dracula's Daughter. In this reboot, the main character is a young girl, Abigail, who is kidnapped by a group of criminals seeking a hefty ransom from her powerful father. But there's a chilling twist. Abigail isn't an ordinary girl, she's a vampire. As the kidnappers realize they are trapped in an isolated mansion with a vampire, they must battle for survival against this seemingly unstoppable foe. The story unfolds as the kidnappers discover that they are locked inside with a terrifying adversary. The chilling premise promises a gripping and intense horror experience. Abigail offers a fresh take on the vampire genre with a young ballerina vampire in the lead role. The highly anticipated movie features Alicia Weir as Abigail, Melissa Barrera as the presumed final girl, and Giancarlo Esposito as the leader of the kidnappers. Catherine Newton, Dan Stevens, Kevin Durand, William Catlett, and the late Angus Cloud round out the cast. The official trailer, released by Universal Pictures, gives a haunting first look at the film's intense and thrilling storyline. Abigail is co-directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, known for their work on horror comedy hits like Scream, Scream 6, and Ready or Not. The writing team includes Guy Busick, who has collaborated with the directors on previous projects, and co-writer Stephen Shields. The production team is led by seasoned producers like Paul Neinstein, William Sherrick, James Vanderbilt, Chad Villella, and Trip Vinson, with the addition of McDara Kelleher, who brings his experience from projects like The Green Knight and 65. Together, this team aims to deliver a fresh mix of horror and humor, promising an exciting and entertaining experience for audiences. Abigail follows a group of kidnappers who become overwhelmed when their young victim, a girl named Abigail, turns out to be a vampire. The film's official description states, "Children can be such monsters." After a group of would-be criminals abduct the 12-year-old daughter of a powerful underworld figure, all they have to do to receive a $50 million ransom is watch the girl overnight. In an isolated mansion, the captors start to disappear one by one, and they realize, to their increasing horror, that they are locked inside with no ordinary little girl. The suspenseful trailer depicts the captors attempting to find the best way to deal with the young vampire. What are we talking? Like an Anne Rice or a True Blood? You know, Twilight, asks Catherine Newton's character. The cast includes Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, Kevin Durand, Newton, the late Angus Cloud, William Catlett, and Giancarlo Esposito as the kidnappers, with Alicia Weir starring as Abigail. The film is one of Cloud's final on-screen performances, following his death in July 2023 at the age of 25. Abigail is produced by William Sherrick, Paul Neinstein, and James Vanderbilt for Project X Entertainment. Trip Vinson also produces with Chad Villella of Radio Silence. Ron Lynch and McDara Kelleher are executive producers.